right? My goal that night is not a paycheck. My goal that night is to hit a freaking home run. My goal that night is to last with him for a couple hours, play something super fun, super aggressive. I want the high fives. I want all the energy, right? That's a home run night. And again, there's no shame in saying that. Tonight, I'm not going to play my regular way. In session 3 of Gambling 401, we're going to talk about your goals. And I want to be honest with your goals. Like I say here in session 3, your goals, quote unquote, for real. And what do I mean by for real with your goals? Well, be real about your goal. And what is your goal? And your goal is, I would define it like this. It is literally the reason you're at the table or at the casino right now. What are you there for? And I'll caution you, not caution's the wrong word, but I'll highlight this. All goals aren't financial. And I know I make it seem like that. When I talk about this stuff, I always kind of go to this, 20% win goal and your dollars, and every goal is not financial. And I think we have to be honest about that, right? Your goal is probably different every time you go to the casino. For most of us, right? Different every session, every buy-in, your goal might be different. Every hand of the game, every spin of the wheel, every roll of the dice, every shooter of the dice, your goal may be different. Okay. You're always there to win. I mean, obviously you're never there not to win, right? But sometimes you got to be there for a while. A long session is required, right? Or a short session is what you want. Paycheck play, right? You might need a recovery. You might be trying to earn a comp, and you might just be there to flip and have a good time, right? All those goals aren't necessarily financial goals. Some of them are time-based. Some of them are energy-based. Some of them are just something to do based. Some of them are, of course, financial. Pardon me. So be honest about why you're there today. There's no shame in saying, I'm going to the casino with $500 and I want to light it on fire. I'm going out there with 5 friends who are in from out of town, and we're just going to light it up and have a great old time. And I don't care if I hit the ATS 5 times, fantastic. If I burn the $500, I'm going to have a great time. That's an okay goal to have. Okay. I say it all the time. When I go to a Mariners game, a baseball game, it's $10 in gas. It's $25 to park. It's 3 $15 hot dogs and 5 beers and, $100. It's $500 to go to a baseball game. Lit that money on fire too. And I had just as good a time, right? Go to a baseball game for 3 hours, go to the casino for 3 hours, burn $500. It's okay to have that be a goal. Give yourself the permission to do that sometimes, but your goal very well might be a financial goal. So let's talk about some of these different goals, right? One goal, my normal goal is a paycheck. Get in and get out. Drive to the casino, go for $500, win 100 plus, and dip. Totally fine, right? When I'm building bankroll, when I'm getting ready to go to DiceCon, and I go up there once, twice a week, whatever it's going to be, $100, $100, and just kind of build that bankroll up so I can go to Vegas and play for fun, right? Go to a cruise ship and burn the money. Sometimes I'm building it and it's a quickie. It's get in and get out. Sometimes your goal might be to earn comps, get ratings, get points, get the perks, right? You on a cruise, your entire goal on the cruise is to win the free cruise, right? Brian from Holy Roller teaches this all the time. Your entire goal there is to earn enough points to go again for free, right? Sure, you can go out there with big bets. You can go out there 320 across and just let it rip and earn that free cruise in one afternoon, right? But you got 7 days on a cruise. You can't survive 7 days at that level unless you're bringing massive bankroll, right? So your cruise, your comp play, when you got like the 10x or 20x multiplier days, you're going out there, 20x multipliers, you're trying to play for as long as you can, build those freaking points up, right? That's not the day to go out there 1,200 across on a craps table or $100 on the dozens on roulette. That's not the day to do that. That's the day to kind of stretch that out as medium to big as you can, right? Your goal might be longevity. You're going out with friends for a night. You want to make sure you can last 4 or 5 hours, right? You're going to a concert and then casino afterwards. You're going on a cruise. You got to last for 7 days. Your goal might be to survive 7 days. 7 days, by the way, 7 straight days of playing 5-6 hours a day is hard. It's really hard to survive that swing, right? Your goal is to survive that. That's fine. You're going to play different in that case, right? Your goal might be a home run. You might just be, you know what? Screw it. I'm lighting the money on fire every time. Going out there, I'm just going to pedal to the grass, pedal to the metal, and go for the home run. That's totally fine. Zero hero. But again, be honest about it. That's your goal. State that that's your goal. I'm going to light the money on fire, and that's what I'm doing. And it's cool. Cool with me to do that. Just be honest about it. Don't go out there and say, well, I'm a conservative player, and I'm going to, and you go out there and put your feet on the ground, right? You can't do that. Your goal might be to recover. Right. We don't talk about that much because we don't like to talk about our losses, but we lose, right? I have lost many, many times, right? Matter of fact, I lost $400 the last time I went, right? So I'm in recovery mode. My next time I go, I got to get that $400 back. In my mind, I'm like, I'm down $400. I got to win $400 before I feel like I can do my regular paycheck goal, right? That's a thing. You got to think about that, right? Your overall stuff. Paycheck play, we do it in the garage all the time. If I lose my first big set of bets, I'm in recovery mode for a minute. I'm playing different during recovery than I am when I'm on the plan. That's an important thing. Your goal might just be to win, baby. Pull the old Al Davis out, right? You might just say, you know what? I'm just the way I play. I go 96 across, I half press. That's it. I just do the same shit every single time. That's my goal, is to go out there, play my way, and win. I'm a good thrower of the dice. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to do my thing. Gargoyle is a good example. Gargoyle, 640 across, 4 hits, out. That's his way of playing. His goal is to just win. It's his daily driver. He never changes, right? That's a way to do it. And that's, again, perfectly acceptable, right? Play the same way every single time. All good with me, right? But be honest about what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. If you go out there with a directed mindset of why I'm playing, then your strategy can match up with all these different ways to play. So let's take a look at some of them in specific. The paycheck style play. Goal for your paycheck, get in and get out. You're playing for a percentage win with likely a pretty strict plan, right? When you're paycheck playing like I do in the garage every morning on my show, The Daily Paycheck on Casino Gaming TV. When I do that show, I am building a bankroll, okay? It's routine spending money, right? We're saying, I'm either trying to build a bankroll, I'm trying to say, I'm going to win $500 a day, or $100 a day, or whatever it is per day, so I can spend it. Maybe I'm retired and I got $50K in the bank. I'm going to bring $1,000 to the casino. I'm going to win 10%, win $100 a day, so I can come home and take my wife out to the early bird special on the casino's dime every day. That's fine. That's a good paycheck reason to play, right? You may be paycheck playing to build a bankroll to fund something, like funding money for a cruise or funding an outing. We're going to take the family out to a concert and it's going to cost me $1,000. Let's go up there and paycheck play for a few weeks and build up the grand, right? You might be paycheck playing to fund a purchase. I want to buy a new TV set, and then you go up there and, play regular for a few weeks and save $1,000 and buy a TV, right? That's fine if that's your goal. It's a get in and get out. You're not going to go up there to try and win $1,000 to pay for that thing $10 at a time and have to win 100 freaking times. You're going to go out there, pound it and run, right? Normally, bigger bets for shorter runs is how I play this way, right? Normally, that's the way I like to do it. You can do a safer grind. You can do a Wayland thing, right? A little, ladder type of system where you're up and down, and you're kind of grinding out a win. I would rather not grind for 100 rolls to make $1,000 or to make $100. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather be in and out of there in a handful. But those ways to play will work. And again, that's a very good quote unquote goal to have. I'm on target. I'm building a bankroll. I'm making money so I can go out and eat and have some fun. I'm funding things I want to buy. That's a great goal as a paycheck player. If your goal though is to earn comps, here you're playing longer sessions. You're playing hopefully for a decent bet average and getting eyeballs on your play. This is how you win free cruises. This is how you get free rooms in Vegas and free meals, how they get free shows for you, how you earn free play. Free play is a great goal, right? You play enough, you get that little ticket, right? It's free money, right? When you're earning comps, more often than not, you're grinding. You're trying to play for a long time. And ideally, it's a good time to regress, right? Go out there at 160 across, take a couple hits, go 64 across, let them see your 160, right? Build that 64 up. If you burn it, so what? You played it for free, do it again, right? A regression system is great for earning comps. High bets, lower them down, and as you build the bets up, make sure you're checking in. You got me here? You got that 160 across that I'm back to? You got me out here at 320 across because I've pressed things up. Make sure you're getting eyeballs on that. But again, comp play is different. Grinding, hedging. because you got to last a while and you want big money out there, right? Big old $200 lay 4, 160 across, right? That's a lot of money on the table, and they see that and they write that stuff down, and it's good for you. So then if that is your goal to earn comps, especially on one of those tier multiplier days, you got to strategize and find ways to play that are not pedal down where you might burn your bankroll in 4 shooters. You cannot play that way if you're trying to earn comps. And again, your goal drives the strategy. I think it's an important thing if that's your goal. Your goal might just be to play forever, right? Out for a night with friends. You're going to be on a cruise, whatever it's going to be, right? Multiple days, multiple sets. I'm in Vegas for DiceCon. I got to last for 5 days out there in Las Vegas with 100 people. How do I do that? How do I last at a meetup at the Brownwater Bash for 4 days with Ed and all those guys, right? Make your money last, right? Sure, I can go out there in the morning and go on blast and make $500 the first day. And then what do you do, right? If you burn that because you're on blast the second day, now you can't play, right? At these meetups that we do, and again, on a cruise or whatever, longevity is a thing. So finding strategies that are low house edge, low relative bet spread, that are kind of, maybe it's collect, then start going a little bit. Those kind of things work better when you're trying to play for a long time, because you got to make your money last. Your $500 buy-in or your $1,000 buy-in has to last you hours today, hours later today, morning, right? You got to go multiple sessions. So if your goal is to play for a long time, you got to concoct ways to play or find ways to play that are going to be low house edge. You're going to be basically tying the whole time. But your purpose there, again, is to play with people. Your purpose there is to build time. Maybe it's a comp thing too, right? So again, tune your strategy or tune your play style to what you're trying to do, which in this case is last a long time, not hit the big one. There's a difference there, right? You can still hit a big one. You're just going to hit it from a lower starting point, right? You're going to do it from a low volatility place. That's the idea here. Your goal literally could be a home run. Like, I want to felt this table. And that's okay, right? I know guys who play this way. I know guys who do it 2 ways, right? Just put it out there and hammer down from the get, right? I showed you last week a way to play the bonus bets with a prepaid bonus bet system. And I actually played that in Vegas a few weeks back. Did great. I hit the bonus twice, right? With no bets out there, like literally pass line, ATS, couple of inside hits, pull the money back and let the ATS ride out, and I hit the home run. This can be done in any session. You can do that whenever you want to. It could be your opening thing. Walk up to the table, little pass line, little ATS, little tiny 6 and 8. It could be minimum bet on 3-card poker and max up the bonus, the little bonus thing, right? It could be that, just to get yourself ready to go. You can pedal down when you're ahead. This is a great way to play for a one-night stand, right? You're out there for one night with some people, like somebody's flying into town. Let's go to the casino tonight. Cool. Home run time. I'm not there to win a paycheck. If my best friend flies in, right, and we meet at a casino near the airport, I'm not going out there to win a paycheck, right? My goal that night is not a paycheck. My goal that night is to hit a freaking home run. My goal that night is to last with him for a couple hours, play something super fun, super aggressive. I want the high fives. I want all the energy, right? That's a home run night. And again, there's no shame in saying that. Tonight, I'm not going to play my regular way. Tonight, I'm going to go for the home run. I'm going to go pedal down and have a good time. That's okay if you got the money to do it, right? Perfectly fine. You can't, I'd say you can't. I'm not conservative and goal-oriented every single time. Sometimes I play like this because it's fun, and that's what I'm there for. But I'm honest about it. I'm honest when I go, tonight is the night that I'm going to burn this money. Tonight is the night I'm going to be conservative. Tonight is the night I'm going to play that tier multiplier. I know what I'm doing before I get there. That's an important thing. Your goal might be recovery too, right? Today's a good example. You're down, but you're not out. You're behind by some number of units. You've lost some percentage of your bankroll, and it compounds, right? If you were out there for 160 across and your goal was to win twice, to win $50 essentially, 2 green chips, let's say on a craps table, right? And you lose the 160. Well, now you got to win 6 units back, and then you're compounding your requirement, right? This is the case where your strategy's got to account for this. Now, some people say bring enough money for 10 shooters. Okay, great. So you go out there for whatever, or play your strategy 10 times. You're going to go, let's just say roulette dozens. Let's say you're going to go $25 on 2 dozen Zim roulette, 10 times. That's $50 times 10, $500, right? You lose $50. You lose $50. You lose $50. 3 times in a row, you lose. Maybe you lose 9 times in a row. You're down $450, right? Your goal was to win $50. How do you turn that last $50 into $550? You got to win all those times in a row now, right? You put yourself in a hole. Remember that you need to compound your wins when you're in recovery mode. Recovery mode might mean getting off of that, play the same thing 10 times in a row, drop down to something different and grind it up. Drop down again, grind it up. Drop down again and grind it up. Keep yourself safe while you're in it. It might be a bigger bet, 2 hits and down type of system. It might be some kind of a minimalistic regression up and pull, 3-unit bet, come down to 2 units and up as you go. When you're recovery moding, right, you can just play the same way you always play. And, sometimes you're going to suck on it and sometimes you're going to win it. You might think about, in that mode, my goal is just to get back. And getting back sometimes doesn't mean beating your head against the same wall every single time. So think about that goal. When you're recovery mode, you got to go, man, I guess I'm recovering now. I'm going to switch it up a little bit and play a slightly different way to keep my bankroll safe while I'm building back up. You may miss on something big when it happens, but that's got to be okay with you, right? All right, what else we have? The just win, baby. This is my favorite. This is like, let's see, who plays this way? This is more like an Ed Robinson kind of thing, like the roll to win style, right? Play it your way all day, all the time, right? Some guys just have their way, right? This is how I go out. When it's not me shooting, I play this way. When it's a friend of mine shooting, I play this way. When it's me shooting, I play that way. And that's it. I trust my way of playing. I trust my gut. I trust my practice. If it's betting practice or dice throwing practice, I trust my skills, whether it's card counting or dice throwing. I play it my way. I don't switch. I don't care about the situation that I'm in, whether it's money, up, down, whatever. I'm more robotic in that. I'm hitting that 5, I'm pressing the 5. Hit the 5, I press the 5. Hit the 5, I press the 5. Right? Collect on rhythm. You trust what you know. Right? This is more let the table come to you. Play it your way. Just win the way you win. This is play it my way 10 times in a row. And if it works today, it works today. If I'm throwing good, I'm throwing good. If the card count is favorable to me, it's going to be okay. That's it. Fine. If that's your goal, just to go out and win your way every single time, whether I'm with friends, whether I'm on a cruise, whether it's comp day, whether I'm paycheck playing, whatever my end game is, I'm just going to say, screw it. I'm going to play my way. That's great. If that way achieves your goal, fine. Right? Again, no judgment there, right? I think it's cool. I think it's easier, frankly, to just go out there and play your way every single time. Okay. But again, that's your stated goal. And again, I want you to be honest about it, right? Your goals, honestly stated. At the end of the day, guys, it's just a game, right? The casino is just a game. It should be fun. Hopefully it's profitable. It shouldn't be a job. It shouldn't be stressful. It shouldn't be anything other, there's my dog. It shouldn't be anything other than fun, right? Be honest about why you're there in every session, for every roll, every shooter, every hand, every spin of the wheel, right? Play it as appropriately as you can to maximize the time that you're there, and pair your strategy with your goals. Find the way to play that matches the goal you're at. If you want a home run, find a home run strategy, right? You're not going to hit a home run half pressing. You're not going to hit a home run same betting. You're also not going to recover a loss by trying to hit a home run, right? Loss recovery is, generally speaking, same betting, small pressing for a little while. That's how you recover a loss. You don't recover a loss by going, okay, rail dump, and let's put it all out there. You got to match the strategy you're playing with the goal that you have. I think all that put together, I think sets you up for I'm not saying set you up for success, but sets you up for, it sets your expectations and helps you kind of map things together. And that's an important piece of it. So I recommend doing things like making spreadsheets. I think I've got a spreadsheet I can show you. And this thing is basically looking at how to achieve goals. And I think this is one of the things I always talk about with regards to unit-based wins. Okay. So let's just I can set this thing up to simulate a given session. Let's say that today you want to win $100. Okay. And you're going to play one session per week. Okay. So your goal per week is $100. Let's say you're going to go once a week looking to win $100. Let's say that's how I'm going to build my bankroll. That's how I'm going to pay for that big screen TV. Okay. Well, here's what it tells you. This is the thing that you get to. And this is, I think it's important. What do you need to do to win that thing, right? If you're going to play at the $10 level, let's say 64 across on a craps table, or a $10 dozen bet, or a $10 black and red bet in roulette, or a $10 bet on the baccarat table. You got to win 10 times. You got to outpace your losses by 10 to win that money. You got to bring $1,000 to do it. Okay. You got to outpace your losses by 10. It means you got to win 10 reds before you lose your $1,000. Okay. We looked at a video a while back where we showed the person who bets all their money on black one time has a better chance of hitting a gold than the person who bets $1 on black every time. This is that case. Okay. You got to win 10 times before you lose it all. That's really hard to do. If you up your stakes to a quarter, you got to win 4 times to get out of there. Craps table, 160 across, 4 wins, $100. Average, right? To get your goal. If you're going to just go out there with black chips, you can do one. Get 1 win before you lose it all. You only have 10 cracks at it. You have fewer cracks, but you're here for one time. You're there for one win. Okay. As you're crafting strategies, say, how do I get back what I lost? How do I get to where I want to go? What am I trying to do? If you're looking at a financial goal, percentage wins, a spreadsheet like this will really help you out. If you want to play it out and say, I want to win, let's say I want to win $100,000, right? And I'm going to go 52 weeks out of the year and I'm going to play twice. Let's say I'm going to play 5 times a week. Let's say I'm going to do a real paycheck. I'm doing real paycheck. I got $100,000 in the bank. I want to win $100,000 this year. I'm going to go 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. I got to win $2,000 a week, basically. I got to win $385 a day to make this happen, right? Here's what we're looking at in terms of our win goals, right? It takes a hot minute to get to your goal. You're going to have to win 4 times at the black chip level every day to make your money. You got to bet purple chips to get the one hitting out type of thing. This tells you, again, what you need. If you're going to bet $10 at a time, by the way, to win $385 a day, you got to win 40 times basically to win before you lose it all. So bet sizing is important. This thing here helps you, I think, realize how important I think bet sizing is. So, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to leave us a comment here in the comment section for the video, but really better still, join us on Discord. Go to casinogaming.tv and hit the community link in the menu there and join our Discord. That's where me, other YouTubers, and all of our subscribers hang out. We sit there and talk strategy and just BS kind of all day long. It's a great way to get connected and stay connected and kind of interact with the team, learn about meetups and get-togethers and all that kind of stuff. So with all that said, again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time. God bless you, and I will see you in the next one.